Morning everybody, we are checking the kombucha this morning. We have had these in now for 6 nights and 5 days, or just over 100 and there's the cat being nosy again, for about 120 hours, so 124 hours or something. So let's have a little look. Whoa, she's bright coloured this morning. What do you think of that? Whew, wow. It's a bit stinky, isn't it? A bit vinegary today. Yes. Okay, wow, we actually have some active bubbles right in the corner, bubbling away. Like, if I hold it still, you might actually see them bubbling. That's interesting. Lots of activity. But I see, and that's actually, that fabric's lifted off in the corner a little bit. If you can see that, where the bubble is. It's interesting. But in general, we have a much thicker bit of fabric growing. We have some really nice areas of thick cellulose. We still have that problematic bubble, a couple of them really. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots, with one of them being quite big. So in my experience previously, this will mean that where that bubble is more likely to be a hole in the fabric, because it doesn't have the thickness and consistency underneath it that we have next to it. And so what's likely to happen is that when we wash and dry it, this will become a hole. It's a weak spot in the fabric and will become a hole. So my guess of this is that using the tea to actually grow it with has caused these bubbles, as opposed to using the blue butterfly pea tea to make a solution for dyeing it afterwards, but trying to grow it with it. That's my best guess at that, but we'll can have a look and maybe trial another one and see what happens. So let's have a look. Oh, we have some really pretty fabric in here. Oops, I'm gonna drop the elastic cover in on it. Wow, that's a great consistency there, and we've got some quite thick now in this one. Let's have a look. Oh, let's see if we can get some. Yeah, we've got a bubble there on the side, but apart from that, you can really see, you must be able to see now the thickness change from sorry, I'll slowly move you back up the right way. The thickness change from the day before as well. Interesting, because that is definitely a few mils. I'll get the ruler afterwards and update you in the thing about the thickness, because the thickness is definitely not as thick on the butterfly PT one as it is on the perilla. And we've had some beautiful results from the perilla before. The leather is also a very pretty yellowy, pinky colour. So it'll be interesting to see what becomes of this one. But yeah, lovely looking texture. Hopefully the bubble still has enough growth underneath it that it's not going to be a hole like the other one. I think you can sort of clearly see on this one where it's very thin and doesn't have that cellulose, and so it will most likely result in a hole, whereas on here you've got a much thicker sort of, it's more like a raised, slightly raised part. You can't even really see how raised there. Yeah, so hopefully, as opposed to this one here, is clearly a raised bubble. Yeah, so more likely to become a hole. So yeah, we'll see. We must be getting close to harvesting, so we'll see how far we get with it. We've got workshops this weekend, so perhaps we'll bring them and harvest them with you this weekend. Okay, bye.